Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting. Nintendo. You too will come to understand fear as I have.
Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Hello everyone, Jobexi here. Thanks for showing up for another episode of Let's Play Something. And in this case, it's Let's Play Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. I've heard a lot of good things about this game for quite some time now, actually. And this game's like, what? At this point, it's 2018, so it'd be 16 years old. So it's a good, it's an old game, but you know, the GameCube, good graphics, good sound quality. We're gonna do the best we can. I looked up the reviews of this game from when it came out 16 years ago, and extremely positive reviews said that, you know, games like this don't come along kind of ever, so everybody really needs to play it. And I didn't. I missed it. I was 16 years younger when this game came out. And this really wasn't the game for me. So I know very little about it. I did play it a little bit on my own, maybe less than an hour, maybe half an hour, just to kind of try to get the controls down and see whether I wanted to do it as a Let's Play. And I decided, yeah, I probably want to do this as a Let's Play. So here we are. So without further ado, let's make sure the controller is working, and we are going to get right into it. Kapow! Yes, I am playing on the GameCube with my Xbox One controller, don't mind me. Memory card and slot A. So, well, I'll let him talk.
Flesh. Bone. Bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time.
Don't make books out of people.
Humanity.
It's not
I am
nice.
Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia. Ignorant of so much, and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near.
Guardians of what?
Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it.
Don't make books out
Their
of people.
attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
A death in the family. Alright, getting right into it, I see. What is this? Alrighty. Now, like I said, I did play long enough to figure out how the controls work. And stuff like that. Still a bit confused as to why she's got this rifle and shooting Skeletors. Oh, we're out of ammo. Ah! In what appears to be her bedroom. And now it appears less to be her bedroom. Why is she locked up? Is this her grandfather? And it's 3:33 a.m. Who's calling at this hour? Why would they do such a thing?
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LeGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
No more questions about that? Like what happened, or just gonna get on a plane, not knowing? I mean, we could talk more on the phone, but that's fine. Just jump on the plane. He looks
Miss
a bit
Roivas,
startled.
I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
No,
yes,
probably
I
not,
suppose
because
so,
Grandpa
considering.
died.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see.
He didn't make it.
Miss
But
Roivas,
that ring looks familiar.
is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
She's not being very nice.
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. No, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this.
How
in
did
my
you
20
lose your
years on
head
the
without...
force. We have no evidence except for the body,
I guess that's the
and
big
what's left
spooky
doesn't say
question.
much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this.
Or I'll...
I'm not leaving Rhode Island. until
something.
there must
I'm
be
sure.
some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened.
What's she gonna do?
Answers.
So do I.
Answers.
I wish I had some.
What's she gonna do? 2 weeks later. Shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion, the place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past, and possibly a tie to his murderer, it would be here. Don't you know it? Okay, we're in the creepy, spooky old mansion. Sorry, want to run that by me one more time? Ooh, hold on now. The last weak rays of sunlight fight the shroud of darkness. It lends an eerie feel to the last few weeks' events. As the sun sets, Alex will be alone in the house with nothing but the spirits of old for company. Okay, so I guess, I guess Grandpa, creepy dead Grandpa without a head, was her last family. Ooh. Is it raining? What is this? A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A colored sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. Grandpa, you've been experimenting with different locking mechanisms for the random doors in your mansion? Is that a thing you do when you get old? Well, gee, I haven't had anything exciting happen in the last few weeks. Let's see what I can do about locking up some of these random doors. Is this where I went in? Come again? She doesn't look very happy. Portraits of the ancestral Roivas line Roivas. Portraits of the ancestral Roivas line the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There's something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. Yeah, she looks just a bit grumpy. What do we have in here? Ding. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Let's see. Oh, I actually can't walk around. Oh, I can examine. Is that a piano? A grand piano stands here, awaiting the hands of a decent musician. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to that description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. They do get out of tune, surprisingly swiftly. As a piano player myself, I will say, they do get out of tune. I don't know what that is. The illustration features a collection of strange line designs related to each other in a cyclical manner. There appears to be some significance to it, but it isn't particularly evident. Oh, that's intriguing. Oh, another one of these. I will say, this is a nice house from like a house layout perspective. It's a nice house. The first time I went through here, I didn't explore any of this. I was just like, all right, let's get cut to the chase. Cut to the jiffy. It is an clock that do go tickety-tockety. It's set to... Is that 3:33 again? It looks like 3:33 again. Oh! A beautiful carriage clock. The hands appear to be stuck, yet the clock continues to tick. With the time permanently set to 3:33, there's a key in the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex look at the key? Why, yes. Alex picks up the desk clock and pulls the key from it. However, there's something odd about the key. It isn't for winding at all. It looks like a dresser key. I didn't find that last time. That's interesting. So apparently this game has some depth. Grumpy. Why are all of these ancient Roivas folk so grumpy? Also, what is this alcove? What's the purpose of this alcove under the staircases? Seems like an interesting choice. Let's see what we have up here. Oh, is this a book? Is this the Is this... Oh, this is the library. I happen to know that this is where we want to go. Where we want to do things. So... What? Hold up. Oh, did I come through here last time? I'm getting all sorts of turned around. Let's go over here. I want to explore kind of all of the things. Oh, that's not very nice. I can punch it? Did that help? Maybe it helps her feel better. I don't know. Alright, let's go upstairs. Because now that I know what this game is about, I wanna do some exploration. And I wanna see all these pictures too. Isn't she downstairs? Maybe they ran out of budget. They can only draw 3 Roivises. Another locked door. Okay, so from a house design and architecture standpoint, what is the point of over here? Just, does anybody know? Leave it in the comments. What's the point of this over here? Because there's no door. There's just a lamp. This whole section of floor doesn't need to be there. I mean, I guess you could put a couch there. Maybe I'm not, like, ridiculous. I mean, I'm not ridiculously wealthy, but maybe, like, I don't understand mansions, like, where you have a whole room or a whole large area. Oh, that one was locked. Have a whole large area of a room that's there's a lamp, boop, over in the corner. I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me? I don't get it myself. All right, let's check this door because I'm not sure I knew about this. What is it? Oh, is that a, oh, is this almost a teleprompter? Telescope? That's not the same as a teleprompter. Okay, a crank socket is mounted in the telescope and appears to be linked to a mirror supported by a brass pedestal. A curious contraption, to be sure. What purpose can it possibly serve? Sure, let's adjust the mirror. Oh. Well, it's as left as it goes. Or right as it goes, I guess. There's no other crank. So it kind of doesn't really matter because there's no other crank. I'm sure something interesting is going to happen. What is this? A globe cradled in a wooden frame. Its glossy surface is painted in the likeness of an ancient map. A lens situated in the northern hemisphere above a label that reads, "There be dragons here." Grandpa! What you been getting yourself into? Is this another crank? First of all, that is not the best sound in the world. But that's weird. 2 cranks, one on each side of the wall, and that's a kind of a tiny aperture. This isn't Portal. That's a very tiny aperture. Okay, well now I know this is the telescope room. I might call it the teleprompter room a couple more times though. Oh, it's a desk. Anything interesting here? Oh, don't punch it. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so now I know this room exists. Let's see. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Okay, what's over here? Oh, is that a family tree? In the warm glow of candlelight, the Roivas family tree hangs from the wall. Shadows flitter across its surface, obscuring the detail. If one looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. What does that mean? Okay. So this is a very nice library. Hopefully they took care of old Grandpa's remains. Sorting through the books, Alex sees one that seems to be placed differently than all the others, as if drawing attention to itself. Curious, she examines it. Upon the inside cover, shaky handwriting shapes the numbers 333. She replaces the book. Okay, and haha, I got a clue. So that's the 3rd instance of 333 that we've seen so far, and I think that's actually kind of cool. I happen to know that's the answer to the probably what's the first puzzle in the game. And there are 3 different ways I could have solved it. I could have solved it using the information in that book. Could have solved it using the clock out in the foyer, which I didn't realize was there until this playthrough. Or I could have solved it just by looking at her alarm clock at the beginning of the game. And I think that's kind of cool. Puzzles with multiple solutions. Is there nothing here that I can actually do? No? Okay. Tickety-tockety, tickety-tockety, tickety. A slight draft can be felt issuing from beneath the bookshelf, almost as if a vent or an empty space is behind it. Could it be a secret passage into spooky mansion? Well, that could very well be. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner, gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Want to say that again? Okay, let's adjust the clock hands. Yes! I went the wrong way. Let's go back this way. Let's set it to 333. So that's 333, I think. 330. Okay, it does actually make you get it. 333. Ooh, secret spooky. What's over here? I don't get to know who that is. She seems important and harried. Now, this part of the mansion is not as well finished. I guess you have to do it yourself if you want. You can't, like, hire a finishing crew to do up the walls. For my secret corridor. I guess if you want to keep it a secret corridor, you don't do that. Oh, this Gothic cathedral is silhouetted against a stark light. The image is vicious and devoid of subtlety. Every brush stroke echoes the spikes of the architecture, imbuing a violent feeling, as though the building itself is a harsh imposition on reality. A grim picture, indeed. What's this guy doing here? Who brought him? Looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure, with a faint hint of a smile, tugging at the mouth, corners of the mouth and eyes, enclosed in deep meditation. Okay. Painting of a jungle-shrouded building. It seems to be a temple in Asia, perhaps from Thailand or Cambodia. This is a bizarre drawing of a cyclopean city, its immense architecture bathed in an unnatural fog. The detail is incredible. As Alex studies it, she can almost imagine the city's inhabitants. Ooh, is this a sword? An ancient Roman weapon, a gladius, is on display above the fireplace mantel. Another token of eclectic junk. I'll take it! Can I equip that? Yes. Yes. Sure. Good. Oh, I have a map! I did not even know about this in the other game. Okay. Or in the first time I played through. Okay, good. This tells me what chapters I am. I can change... Oh, load and save. We're gonna save. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say during the intro. The reason I stopped playing when it was just me playing instead of playing for YouTube, the reason I stopped playing was because I died, and I had never saved. So, we're doing good so far. This tells me that I've been playing for about 20 minutes, and that's not... We're probably ending the episode here, folks. Oh, gosh. Maybe next time we'll actually do something. How's that sound? Alright, let's check the display. We're going to keep it on standard because it does really weird things in widescreen. I'm actually probably adjust the brightness. We recommend you adjust your TV before using these controls. Adjusting the brightness here may... well, we'll leave it then. It's fine. Okay, we've saved. We're safe.